We all, if not most of us, love a good sci-fi. In this series of videos, I'll be visiting to start off with, I'll be visiting the Predator universe. The Predators is a concept and an idea that I love and is different to the stereotypical sci-fi genre. And with this video, I'll be talking about the most deadliest and badass Predator on the screen as voted by many, and I also agree with this choice, and that Predator was called Wolf. Wolf is a badass veteran Predator who works for a faction of Predators that is sent to clean up Predator missions that have gone wrong. He's kind of like an armed and dangerous HR worker. He is not to be confused with BG-386 Wolf, who was in the Predator game. Wolf was an accomplished xenomorph hunter and elite ranked Yautja. At some point out, he was scarred by a xenomorph's acidic blood, burning the left side of his face and losing him his upper left mandible. In 2004, Wolf picked up a distress call from a Yautja scout ship that had crash landed on Earth, travelling to Earth from his species' homeworld, Yautja Prime. Wolf landed in Gunnison, Colorado, and quickly located the remains of a ship and its dead crew. Assessing the biohelmet's recording of one of his dead brethren, Wolf discovered that a Predalien had caused the crash and was now loose on the planet along with several facehuggers that were aboard the ship. Armed with two Shrunken's wrist blades, dissolving liquid which appears to enzymatically destroy biomass, whip, and an extra plasma caster, Wolf used the self-destruct device on his backpack to destroy the ship and began the pursuit of the xenomorphs, seeking to eliminate any and all evidences of their presence on Earth. Whilst tracking the facehuggers and Predalien, he was shocked and saddened to find a body of a young child with the father's body, Buddy and Sam Benson. Before melting the bodies with the blue liquid, he caressed the child's head, clearly as if, just as with anyone, a lost child is a tragedy. Deputy Ray, who was searching for the reported missing father and son, caught sight of Wolf melting the dead bodies. As Ray tried to run away, Wolf killed him and hung his skinned corpse, by up a tree. He then tracked the residue of the facehuggers to the town sewers. He set 3 laser nets to contain the xenomorphs. As soon as he was in the center of the sewers, he baited the xenomorphs to his location. Once the xenomorphs were contained, he activated the nets, trapping the xenomorphs inside. He killed 2 xenomorphs before the Predalien attacked him. While preparing to kill another 2, the Predalien hit him with its tail, which caused Wolf to misfire and collapse a part of the sewer, leaving a hole in the streets. He got up, but was too late to stop the xenomorphs and the Predalien from escaping into the town. Wolf used his power punch gauntlet in his wrist to break out of the sewers and continue to pursue the xenomorphs. Wolf tracked one of the xenomorphs to the Gunnison power plant, where he tried to use his plasma casters to kill it. Due to the electromagnetic interference from the power plant, his targeting systems malfunctioned and he fired on the power plant generators, knocking out all the power to the town. The xenomorph spotted Wolf and crawled beneath him before climbing up and whacking the predator off the walkway. Wolf attempted to kill the deadly life form but missed, and the xenomorph escaped into the town. Relentless in his mission, Wolf continued to search the town for xenomorphs and destroyed the one located in the swimming pool of a local school. Wolf then followed the xenomorphs to the hospital, where they were making a hive. He was shocked and horrified to what the Predalien did to the pregnant women, who it used their wombs as incubators to spawn quadruplet xenomorphs. He entered the hospital and was attacked from behind by the Predalien, but he injured the Predalien with his wrist blades, prompting it to send 3 xenomorph drones against him. He takes out the 3 and struck down another 2 xenomorphs with shurinkens, indirectly killing Ricky Howard's love interest, Jessie Salinger, as she was caught in the crossfire. What people didn't pick up on is Wolf paused because he was stunned, because he didn't want to ideally kill any innocents. During this time of hesitation, a xenomorph managed to push Wolf down an elevator shaft whilst he was also being distracted by the enraged Ricky and lost his plasma caster. He killed the xenomorph, climbed back up to the roof of the hospital and destroyed another xenomorph that was about to kill Dallas Howard. On the roof, Wolf dueled the Predalien in a one-on-one fight, fighting it with only his bare hands, but only to minimum effect as Wolf was physically outmatched by the Predalien. After his wrist gauntlet and self-destruct device gets damaged, Wolf removes his remaining equipment and biohelmet. He tore off the Predalien's inner jaw and sheathed his wrist blades and impaled the Predalien's head, but was wounded by the Predalien's tail, stabbing him, resulting in a draw. Would he have won? I think so. Despite being badly damaged, his blades went through the Predalien's brain. But at that moment, a Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor sent by the US government dropped a tactical nuclear bomb onto the city. Wolf was killed along with the Predalien, the other xenomorphs, and the remaining humans in the resulting blast. Special traits. Wolf is distinguished by a missing mandible, an acid scar face, a white, presumably dead eye, a large collection of trophies from many different species, a large arsenal of weapons, a large collection of helmets, and a throne overlooking a valley, which appears to be a Yautja settlement on Yautja Prime. He is shown to have been in many battles and being a participant in many hunts. This is evident by the many signs or rune-type markings upon his chosen helmet, and also by the damaged mandible tusk tooth of his upper left jaw. Wolf has also been equipped with weapons not seen in other Predator theatrical releases, such as the whip he used in his final battle where he fought the Predalien. These and many other aspects show that he was a formidable warrior and fearsome hunter. Moreover, Wolf was firm enough to overpower two xenomorph drones at once single-handedly, and to hold his ground against a far more powerful adversary such as the Predalien. Arsenal. He is equipped with a cloak, wrist blades, two shoulder-mounted plasma guns. When one gets damaged, he then takes off the other one and converts it into a plasma shotgun. Combi stick, serrated whip, laser mines, biohelmet, wrist gauntlet, self-destruct device, satcom, power punch glove, medicom, cleaner case, dissolving liquid, tracking syringe. Behind the scenes notes are as follows. The directors came up with the name Wolf after the hominin character in Pulp Fiction due to his function of cleaner. Played again by Ian White, it was supposed to be an elite, extremely experienced hunter who has undergone many missions before the events of the film. Following the director's specific instructions, Amalgamated Dynamics, including ADI, once again redesigned the Predator as opposed to the muscular, comic-inspired Predators of the first film. Alien vs. Predator, Wolf returned to a slimmer configuration more akin to the original Stan Winston design. They were adamant about creating, to a part, a new unique Predator. The Strauss brothers stated that with a physique and features that reflected the original films, and the Wolf achieved that in spades. The directors found the Predators from the previous films to be too disproportionate and tried to use White as a performer as much as possible, with only one main Predator. Its proportions were based strictly on the performers. The Predator's head features, however, a new configuration, a flatter face, proportionally bigger mouth and mandibles, as well as two single upper canines. They wanted to reproportion the face, said Tom Woodruff Jr. in an AVPR, inside the monster shop, giving the brow a more cunning, swept-back angle like a predatory cat. To add a visual clue to the Predator's past fights with aliens, the left side of his face is plagued by a considerable acid burn, which has almost completely consumed the creature's upper left mandible and blinded its left eye, which was recoloured in post-production. This aspect was inspired by Broken Tusk, the Predator character from the original Alien vs. Predator comic book series. Colin Strauss explained the connection. One of the cool things we wanted, to give a little throwback to the comic book fans. So that's why they kind of did the Broken Tusk type of idea, with the melted off mandible. The Predator's helmet was heavily inspired by the City Hunter from Predator 2, added to that basic outline wear a grey stone-like colour scheme and texture, as well as thorns and marks on its forehead plate. It is unknown whether those marks have any ritual or religious meaning akin to the alien symbol drawn by the predators of the first film. As Wolf is an experienced hunter to the point where it tries to shoot aliens at point blank, the directors wanted his wrist blades to be shorter and his body to be less covered in armour. In addition to dual plasma casters, the combi stick, the collapsible buzzsaws and said wrist blades, the Predator came with a new paraphernalia, a power gauntlet housed in the left forearm that allows enhanced strength packed in a single punch, mines the dissolving liquid, all designed by Chris Howie, and the whip. The last was in particular the key weapon of Wolf, who wraps it around the enemies to slice parts of them off. It was not originally scripted, Colin Strauss said. The whip was actually one of the really cool surprises that ADI brought to the table. In one of the first meetings, all of us started looking at this one design at the same time, which was a Predator whip. All of us, the light bulb went on. We got to have that. This has to be in our movie. And we wrote it in the film after just seeing it on that design. ADI built a hero suit and a stunt suit composed of the body and all the armour parts which could be put on and taken off. As per the precedent film, this Predator is never shown with the original mandible enclosure. In a manner similar to the insert talking Predator bust from Predator 2, the Wolf Predator's eyes were not contact lenses, but rather fully animatronic elements, in order to give the character a more beast-like and less humanoid vibe. This mechanical design choice was also dictated by the outline of the Predator's head. Alec Gillis, in his commentary for the film, stated that the intent was also to make them more visible in the darkness, like a predatory cat's. The fact that he still did what he did with one eye, let alone his powerful strength, is why he's the most badass Predator. People don't take that into account. All the other choices, whilst fair, had the benefits of youth and 2 working eyes. Wolf was an elder with one eye and worked completely solo, which just goes to show how powerful he really was. An Arnie, Clint Eastwood, a Rambo of Yautja Prime, you could say. It's a shame he died in a pants film. AVP Requiem, although wasn't brilliant, one of the main issues was a lot of the scenes were so dark you couldn't see what was happening, and the script wasn't that good. But to be fair, it was a good non-canon universe sequel to AVP1, and would be good if someone did a third, maybe one based on the AVP game, which was set in the future with the Marines and stuff. So that's my video on Wolf. If you like this video, hit the like, and if you haven't, then please show support by subscribing to my channel. And until the next video, take care